Well, hello, YouTube. I'm Brenaynay, and today's episode is going to be about same-sex marriage. Now, I have grown sick and tired of hearing this on the news, so I'm going to put my 2 cents into it and put forth a really good option, and it pretty much solves everything. Now, for those of you who believe it's wrong, and that the word marriage should only be for a man and woman, fine. Good for you. Keep your word and definition. For those of the same sex couples who would like to get married, we already have something. It's called a civil union. Now, about the civil union business. I know it's not the same thing as getting married. That's why a civil union will have the same rights as a marriage, but it won't be called a marriage. It will still be called the civil union. And really, it makes sense. For those who would like to keep the definition for marriage as a man and a woman, go ahead, keep your definition. Who really gives a rat's ass? Who cares? Um, but for the same sex couples that like to get married, just go with the civil unions, but push for the civil unions to be the same rights as an actual marriage between a man and a woman. Everyone's happy then. Sure, there'll be a few people that are still upset with it not being called a marriage, but it's going to be the same rights. So why complain anymore? It would be the same thing. And anyway, for same sex couples, why are we fighting so hard for marriage? I know it's for equality, but why do we have to be like the heterosexual couples? Why can't we be special? Make something special instead of getting married. We don't need to get married. Um, to show our love, you don't need marriage. Marriage is just an object. Um, the bond between a partner and a partner is love. And marriage is just the object that it's called when you get married. It's really nothing. It's stupid. It's kind of pointless, really, marriage. It's pointless. It makes no sense. It would make more sense just to, if you'd like to get married, um, then go get married. Do your thing. But the same thing would just to be get rings, get each other nice rings, put them on your fingers, and you're good to go. You love each other, right? Then why do you need a marriage? You don't need a marriage to show your love for someone. If that person knows that you love them and they love you back, what's the big deal? Just get rings. Get matching rings, put them on your fingers, and there you go. Problem solved. You don't really need to get married. It doesn't have to be this and that. But I do understand that the equality thing comes in to factor, which would be make civil unions have the same rights as a marriage, but still keep it called a civil union so that those who are complaining about a marriage being between a man and a woman, you can keep that. Now, my whole take on the government saying if this should be legal or not, I don't even want to get into it, but I'm going to anyway. The government, you have no right, number one, to say that same sex couples can't get married. That's not your right at all. What you guys do is protect the country and lead our country to glory. Not just pick a group of people to pick on and say, everyone but you guys get this. I'm sorry, I missed the sign that said, America, land of the free, except for the queers, except for the homos. I'm sorry, I missed that sign. If you'd like to show it to me, I'd be glad to apologize to you. But until then, you're all a bunch of unconstitutional jerks. You have no right to take marriage from someone. No right at all. There was a separation of church and state, okay? And where did that go? That just disappeared? Like, where did it go? So, from my knowledge, separation of church and state still exists to this day. But the government likes to choose certain things that it goes to. Like putting up baby Jesus being born for Christmas in front of a public library. Oh, that's unconstitutional. But letting same-sex couples get married, that's not unconstitutional. That's just illegal. No, no, it's unconstitutional. Okay, so get your priorities fixed and fix this country and stop worrying about who's getting married and who's doing who, because that's not your job. It's not your job. We didn't vote for you to say, yeah, homosexuals, no, we don't like them. And by the way, we bombed Al Qaeda. No one wants to hear that. We want to hear what you're doing to improve our health insurance and what you're doing to improve the economy and what you're doing to help homeless people in our country. But no, we're too fast to go help out people in Africa, Nigeria, and other countries that are all homeless and dying because of not eating. Oh no, no, no. We'll go help them. It's okay. But things in this country don't get done. Really, I think you should sort out your priorities and really worry about what's affecting the country instead of who's getting married. So that's my take on the entire same-sex marriage thing. And yeah, leave a comment. Tell me what you think, what your views are on same-sex marriage, if you like it, if you hate it. But if you're going to leave a comment, use your brain and not hate, okay? That's it. Well, love you all.